Hey everybody, we are back at it. Another game of Wingspan. Let's see what the board has to offer. Benelli's. Look, it's our old friend the Kiriru again. So do we keep Benelli's? Um, Once upon a time, the obvious answer was yes. But I feel as though, do we have predator powers? No. Tuck cards though. Worth less than four, those are both tricky. That would definitely point me towards Bonelli's Eagle. So the way I look at this now is you can spend cards on so many other resources on this Oceania board. It's really just an 8-point bomb, and I don't know if we are going to be getting tons of extra cards. Maybe we will. What's it good for? It's not good for the next end of round goal. It's not good for the next, it's really bad for the final end of round goal. So I'm going to do the unthinkable. I'm going to completely skip the Benelli's because it just doesn't make that much sense to me. Three food costs, hard food costs to find, even though this is Oceania, and three cards. Still a little tempting because if it does, those cards can be spent elsewhere. Just don't. Well, bonus card, man. Bonus cards ain't great. Cheap birds. Don't usually like to do a ton of cheap birds in Oceania. This is not a great card either. We only need four. This is five. I feel like we're going to probably do tuck cards. I think we do keep it. I'm going to take it back. Just because it does, we can get at least one tuck on it, but yeah. Cards are valuable currency as they really did a great job balancing out the eggs, the food, and the cards to make them all kind of much more interchangeable. Maybe they could have provided a few more eggs for us. You have those games when you're just starved of eggs. Don't know what else we want. I'll take a grub. This guy, though, does help with like an end of round goal. But it's a white power. We don't want to be. We really want brown powers. But we're going to do this and just see what happens. Ibis, I don't think so. Okay, here we go. Still don't feel like the Benelli's is what it used to be. But we'll see how it goes this game. We're going to need lots of cards, I think. So we're going to hope for another good wetland engine. And we're going to look for cards that give us extra cards. Completely forgot to look at the trick. That was silly of me. That's always a terrible mistake. Toei, I want to grab that one up actually. We'll see. That Nuthatch also will tuck, but we need cards for the final end of round. We might just have to. We're just gonna ignore that one. Hope for one card in hand. Okay. What did my opponent do? Three birds and a rat and a grove. So don't know if we go out of our way for the Toei. Don't think my opponent has plans of snagging it up since they've kept what did they do? They kept three cards, so we're gonna put this guy down. I think we will. Man, Toei? Is Toei good in Oceania? Be good in our grasslands, I suppose. I'll hold on to the nectar. Nectar is valuable. There's a good argument to put the house finch in the forest, and I think I would if I had anything else for my wetlands. Maybe if I kept that ibis, but that was an expensive one. Black. All right, gonna be stealing some food from us. There's plenty of nectar in the tray, so if he steals a nectar, that's okay. Not the best, but okay. Eyeballing the woodpecker. Let's do one off the top. Nightingale. Okay, well, we have the start of a wetland engine again. Doesn't feel like the best start, however. We got no eggs yet. Whole nest is not our favorite. We could go grassland engine. I feel like grassland engines are um, not a thing. We got the start for one. Now we definitely have to start for a wetland engine. So, Mr. Bonelli, sorry, buddy. We're gonna go. Well, we still don't have any egg producers, though. So that is, of course, the big pain point. We grab this guy so we can lay a couple eggs, get a food, and get our continue with Yellowhammer. All right, well, now things changed again. Let's see if my opponent goes for it. If not, we're gonna grab it. We love our Yellowhammer. 2 grain food costs perfect with our Toei. Toeis do not have pretty songs, by the way. We have lots of Toeis in our neighborhood, and they are screechers. It's but it's quite distinct. And they are fun birds to watch digging around in the dirt looking for some lunch. Okay, so Forester's turn is nice. Oh my goodness. I think we want that Forester's turn. Well, you know what? We want to go. We want to stick to the plan because this guy screams. I mean, he's so good with our bonus card. So you can't really base a whole game around a bonus card, but we're gonna do it. It will be the last one to go down, though. I suspect. We're gonna get 4 cards down easily. Turn's not really gonna help a engine. Grab a card, lose a card. It might if we could discard all of our cards before we have to discard. So, I mean, it's possible, but it's probably better stuff. We got nothing for our second end of round goal, unfortunately. We'll get this guy. Please steal a food from me now. Happy to. There goes the Yellowhammer. We're going to do another wetland engine. It's kind of forcing our hand here. I guess we got to get down our Nightingale for the food. Yep. Now we just might not have much food to steal once we get this thing going. Alright, that is of no issue to me. Cards in hand will be an unfortunate end of round goal, but if we are just strictly in the forest, then might be alright. 4 cards down. Opponent will probably get 4 as well. 3 turns left. Play a card, lay some eggs, get some food. I'll be able to get that, easily get 4 down. So, we could always find one more card for our forest if we're lucky, but is it worth it for the end of round goal? We're going to snag this guy. I guess we could save it for the end. Nothing better comes our way. Oh my goodness. Shut up. That is fantastic. That is also fantastic. We like the one food cost of the blackbird, though, that's for sure. Actually, with our Toei, we're going to be able to lay eggs and get food for the grackle. So we'll give him... We'll tuck... Well, we're not going to tuck him here. Your time has not yet come. We will give out... What's the most useless food you can give out? A cherry. For sure. Well, this... Do I keep both of these? I think I do. Yeah, they're both definitely worth keeping. 4 points. 2 points each in the wetland. That's going to be our engine, my friends. 2 eggs at a time. It is done. Craziness. Another wetland engine. Almost vanilla. We're going to have 5 tucks. Maybe now we'll be able to, which will get us on the board. Maybe now we'll be able to find the second eagle and get some more tucks. 0. Alright, we're going to have to spend the nectar on one of these guys. Oh, I am enjoying this. This will be nice. Another brainless game. If you missed it, my last... this is actually a very similar repeat to my last game, where the opponent had the wagtail and not the yellowhammer. And, you have one of those birds where if you use all 4 of your actions, you can play another bird. That's like big brain play. Meanwhile, I just had a main duck and a and a wetland engine, and it was dig, 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 dig. It's a little different because it required a tiny amount of brain power because I had a crow, which meant I'd have to figure out what to spend the nectar on that I got. This game's going to have no nectar. It's going to be pure points the whole way through. So, oh, my opponent did not get to play another bird. Only played 3 this game. All right, well, that's a nice start. We're not going to complain about that. Yeah, so it's like, just shows the discrepancy in uh, how different a game can be. How's my opponent doing? We did play 4. Do we not also play 4? I guess I'm a little confused as to what happened there. We'll take grain. We don't mind the grain. Woodpecker, there's an argument to be made for more food, but we're not going to do it. We're definitely not going to do it. Don't even know what we're going to... How we're going to work that nightingale. With the gull, it's a little bit tricky. Do we lay eggs and just get the blackbird down to 2 rounds of cards? We're getting... No, because we want a nectar. We want that nectar. Don't know if we're going to even be activating the nightingale much anymore. Depends on what we get, I suppose. Going for the teals. And no brown powers. 1 brown power. Let's see here. So, yeah, so... Another wetland engine versus... I don't even know what you call these birds. End of round, play a bird. And yeah, the amount of big brain you need for those end of round play birds versus a dig wetland engine. Nothing here that's exciting. Maybe, yeah, too expensive. There's another food generator. We want the eggs. Do we want the eggs or do we want the food? We want the eggs. Too good. Catbird, though. What could we do with the catbird? Nothing. Too expensive. Goodbye. What are we going to tuck here? We'll just tuck. We can tuck, yeah, one of these. We'll get something for our nightingale. We'll pass out another useless cherry. Or do we do a nectar and then spend it on the tray reset if my opponent does not steal from me? Opponent's got tons of cards. Food. I'm going to suspect that my opponent does not steal from me this round, so we'll do that. And then we're going to spend it on tray reset. Dark-Eyed Junko. Another Tucker. I think we keep satisfied with our lower bounds of our bonus card and just run our engine. The Nightingale is going to prove to be the only thing we have to devote brain power to. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got about a 10-point engine here. Oh, he does steal. You sneaky little bastard. That's all right. We do not mind that. Oh, it turns into a card? I thought it was a tray reset. Still learning. What's my opponent up to? Still with these cards. Doing some drawing, some food generation. Don't know if any of this really appeals to him. What's this? It's got a lot of nectar. Yep, who knows? Nah, we're not going to worry about the woodpecker. Drongo? We're never going to be able to afford you, my friend. By the time we can, it's going to be a lost cause. Alright, so we're going to get 2 here. Can I get 3 here? Right? Yeah. And do I get a nectar? Or do I just give up on... Well... Do I give up on the end of round? I think we do. We got 1. We're not going to be... I mean, not the end of round, the nectars. I think... Well, you never know. Do we even need to think this game, or are we just going to have a massive score? Opponent was 0. It's silly to worry about nectar. We're going to do a grain. We're on the board in the wetlands. That's about the best we can hope for. If we get on the board in all 3 categories, I'll be a happy man. Alright, down will go our blackbird. And life is sweet. There it is. Will anything else be accomplished this game is the question. We're not going to pass out food until we find something worth passing. We got 2. Although we do need to think about spending eggs. So we're going to have to hope that something good comes our way. Don't know about you. Nothing there is of interest to us. We can just get rid of 2 of these. We're going to skip until something good comes our way. So we got 3 turns to find something good. Hopefully this turn we find something we want to play so that we can get the food. We might have miscalculated these 2 guys. Might be just overdoing on the eggs. We already know that we have gotten rid of 1 of the eagles. Mute swan that materializes. Would have been nice. American crow. None of this is going to do anything for us. So it might not be the best engine, because we're going to fill up our eggs very quickly. I'll skip again. But then again, let's see. Even if we fill up on eggs, it's going to be 1, 2, and then 3. It's actually only, is it really only a 4-point engine once the eggs are gone? I think it might be, so. This might have been a mistake. It's good as long as I got something to spend eggs on. So we just need cheap bombs here. Or they don't even have to be cheap. We can get 1 food here and 2 food here and play a bomb and around. Alright. Give me something good. Nope. Nope. Negative. That's too bad. Let's skip again. Negative. Alright, well, let me see how this game is going. I think we want that swift. We'll clear out an egg. Get us a tuck. Get us more eggs. It's another brown power. I'm kicking butt in the brown power department. One's going for big birds. King rail, can't do anything with. Not so excited about you. Point won't be laying eggs too often. Swift is, well, not so sure about this. It's only a 2-point play. Where are those two? What does it cost us? Is it worth giving out of food for? Get us closer to Citizen Sciences, but it's only 2 points. I don't know if we just run our engine for the rest of this game. Nothing's coming up. Get us 4 points out of our... We're going to skip for now. Nothing there. I am deeply regretting getting rid of that eagle. Clearly, eagles are more synergistic with a wetland engine than I gave it credit for, because it doesn't cost food. We're gonna give out, should we do a nectar? Nah, we'll give out a grub. Let's go back. Let me tuck one of these. We are gonna go for that cheapo Swift. Don't know if it really makes 4 points at a time. 5 points at a time, though. 5 points at a time. It's supposed to getting us. We're already on the board for nectar. Gonna get us 1 step closer to 3 extra points here, but that's hardly worth it to make a 1. Well, we clear out an egg, so it's a 2-point play. And then 4. 2, 4. No, it's just not worth it, that Swift. I just can't do the math to figure out how it would be worth it. Okay, let's go back here. We can tuck 2 now. Skip again, because we got nothing to spend food on. We're getting no bombs for any habitat. 5 points at a time going to be enough for this game. We will see. Nope, nope, nope. Nothing there. think you're worth anything. We have to pass out food for you. Not quite worth it for 6. Still gonna skip. Still looking for one of those warblers that is 2 food and gets like 8 points. Just so we can get on the board in the forest. Opponent remains without any nectar in the wetland. But that can't last forever. Okay. Let's see what would store. No, of course not. Negative. Black red star, too expensive. Oh, no. Cockapoo. We have just got barely any cards down, so we're not going to worry about you. Skip. That Nightingale's really got our engine going, but now it's doing nothing for us. And food, which is actually nice, because if we want to play something like a Baltimore Oriole, we would be happy about that. We have a no Baltimore Oriole, however. Don't feel like 5 points a round is going to get us what we want, but we'll see. Opponent's getting a lot of cherries. Look at that. Cardinal. Bird of Paradise. Cherry Jubilee. I guess our friend, the Cardinal, led to the Bird of Paradise. Okay. Still looking for something. Vario, almost worth holding on to. We'll hold on to it for now. You're getting our tucks. Skipping you. Actually, that does help a lot. That will, that'll get us one step closer to getting something into our forest. Maybe a Chiff Chaff. Take ourselves a Chiff Chaff. Double play into it and then gain food once for... That's still only it's just another 5-point turn. So it could be worth it. You stole my cherry. How dare you? Oh, there's the main duck. Would have been nice. Hopefully, opponent will probably grab up that swan. Getting down some big points now, so certainly doing well for themselves. That swan's going to be very tasty. In this round, we will grab a nectar because I don't think it's going to come down to a food tie. Sadly, we had nothing to spend these eggs on. There we go. Grabbed up that swan. Unsurprised. Hey! Oh no. Bonus card bird. Is that worth passing out 2 more food for? I don't think so. Wood duck. I think not. Let's do 2 for now. Still skipping him. Greater Flamingo. Actually would not have been bad this game, given that my opponent has to go to the wetlands at least once each round. Opponent might have been wise and held off on it, however, so probably would not have been great. More food for us? Okay, we gotta find something now. Maybe we should have held on to that bonus card bird. Well, how much nectar does my opponent? 5 in the grassland, so we're not gonna worry about this guy. Musk duck. Yeah, we know. Well, these two guys, I mean, it'd be a 3 plus 2 for getting on the 5 plus 2. It's more than my engine currently, and it'd get us an egg off. My opponent's not going to go for cards anymore. He's got to get food. He's got 3 turns left. It's definitely a waste of a turn, though. I'm not going to pass out food. We'll skip. Greater Road Runner. Don't know about that guy either. Need 2 more tucks, so it's not worth risking playing him and hoping for a hunt, especially with the low probability of the Road Runner. Blue-winged warbler. Yes, that was the card we've been after this whole time. Really? Aha! Okay. Well, we have the constellation prize of the hooded warbler. So we'll do this. Does not matter. We're not going to pass out. Well, I guess, yeah, we don't need to. Passing out nectar is of no consequence. So we are going to pass out a grub. We can do all of these. Those 2, actually. Cycle him. So I feel good about getting on the board with that guy, at least. We'll see if... I'm very happy to see we have a nectar in the tray if my opponent decides to steal from me. Otherwise, we would be hosed, most likely, for this. Well, we'd lose out on a point because we have to do it the final round. But we're set. Yeah. Alright, well, we were hoping for something like that a little earlier, but it is what it is. 5 more points. Will the tucks be enough? Well, one more. I feel like they're going to win it. They got lots of strong birds. So GG to them. Just a 5-point engine. Probably not going to be enough. But we'll see. I might be pessimistic. We might as well count them up. We've got 36, 45, 55, 72 tucks. 72 tucks is not bad, but it's not great, especially with the complete lack of points anywhere else. A lot of cheap birds. 10, 13, 16, 19, 22, 24. So that's like 90 plus 6 here is 90, so about 100. We're only going to score about 100 this game, if my math is correct. My opponent's definitely got this one. Didn't think to look at the end of round goal here too. Opponent with 4 cards left. They would have gotten away with that one. A little tunnel vision. All Tonys. Oh my gosh. Are they really gonna double play? Yep, they're still gonna have one more card left. Whew. That is strong play. Right there. So here we go. My opponent's gonna have a great score. 120s at least, I feel. Maybe even to the 130s. Our one nectar in each habitat. Here we go. This has been a learning opportunity. Look at those bird points. Whoo-wee. That's all my tucks right there, so they're gonna have so much of all the other things as well. Yeah. Here comes the tucks, but it's definitely not gonna be enough. I don't foresee it. Well, you never know. Maybe my math is wrong. What? Do we actually do it? 125? My math was way off. I don't know what I did wrong there. But my pessimism proves misguided yet again. 125 to 116. Super big brain play on my opponent's side versus mindless tucking on my side. Wins the game regardless. Let's see what my opponent had on their end. A Vidi, always nice. On this box, couldn't quite pull it off. Okay, well, that just, once again, like the last game, feels like cheating, but at least it was a little closer this time. GG to my opponent. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't know how I messed up that math, but how many ticks, was my math correct on the 72? Yeah, 24. Something there I was forgetting about, but whatever. A victory's a victory. Thank you guys. We did it again. We'll see you next time.